Mother Teresa was a Roman Catholic nun and missionary who gained global recognition for her work with the poor in India. She founded the Missionaries of Charity, a religious congregation that eventually expanded to operate in over 130 countries. Her life was defined by a commitment to serving individuals whom society had largely abandoned, including the homeless and the terminally ill. She was born Angeze Gongje Bojashu in 1910 in Skopje, located in modern-day North Macedonia. At the age of 18, she left her home to join the Sisters of Loreto in Ireland, with the intent of becoming a missionary and learning English. By 1929, she arrived in India and began her novitiate in Darjeeling, before spending nearly 20 years teaching at a convent school in Calcutta. In 1946, while travelling by train, she reported receiving a divine instruction to leave the school and live among the impoverished residents of the city's slums. After obtaining basic medical training from the Medical Mission Sisters, she began her outreach by starting an open-air school for children in the slums. In 1950, the Vatican officially recognized her new order, the Missionaries of Charity, which initially consisted of only a few members. The primary mission of the order was to care for those who were destitute or suffering from terminal illnesses. In 1952, she opened the first home for the dying in Calcutta, converting an abandoned building near a Hindu temple into a hospice. This facility provided a space where people could receive care and die in accordance with the rituals of their own faith traditions. The organization expanded its scope to include mobile clinics for leprosy, orphanages for abandoned children, and soup kitchens. Mother Teresa emphasized the importance of individual attention and physical touch in her ministry, often personally tending to patients. By the 1970s, her work had become an international symbol of humanitarian effort, leading to her receiving the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. However, her methods and philosophy were the subject of considerable debate among journalists and medical professionals. Critics questioned the quality of medical care in her facilities, reporting a lack of professional diagnostic equipment and the reuse of hypodermic needles. Some observers argued that her focus was more on the spiritual value of suffering than on providing modern medical treatment or pain management. Further criticism was directed at her strict adherence to Catholic doctrines, particularly her public opposition to abortion and contraception in regions facing overpopulation. There were also questions regarding the management of the significant financial donations her organization received from around the world. Some critics noted a lack of transparency in how these funds were allocated for the actual improvement of her facilities. Despite these controversies, she remained a highly influential figure until her death in September 1997. The Catholic Church fast-tracked her path to sainthood, and she was beatified by Pope John Paul II in 2003. She was officially canonized as Saint Teresa of Calcutta in 2016, following the verification of miracles attributed to her intercession. Today, the Missionaries of Charity continue to operate hundreds of centers worldwide, maintaining the core mission established in the mid-20th century. Her legacy is characterized by the tension between her celebrated self-sacrifice and the scrutiny of her institutional practices. She remains a primary reference point for religious humanitarianism and the global response to poverty.